Hey everybody, it's a gorgeous day out here in Juneau, Alaska. I'm gonna take things pretty easy today, but I'm also gonna head out on the bike paths and try to keep this run under 10 minutes per mile instead of over 11 minutes per mile like it probably would be if I went out onto the snowy trails. Because I'm trying to get out to the lake and see if it's frozen enough for a little bit of family exploration later today. So I'm gonna head out. I'm in the new Ultra Lone Peak 8, trying to rack up some miles in those so that I can get a full review out in hopefully a month or so, maybe a couple months. So yeah, gotta get after it. The bike path is actually in pretty rough shape out here, which I like it, as long as it doesn't get too much worse. Clouds have pushed a bunch of snow over the top of this berm on the side of the road and onto the bike path. Keeps things interesting underfoot. And it's a gorgeous day out here, so nothing to complain about there. It's pretty chilly, so I'm optimistic about the lake being in pretty good shape for travel. And since we got plenty of cars cruising by right now, I'll probably go ahead and shut down the video till we get out closer to the Glacier Visitor Center. So we just cruise for a little bit. Well, trail conditions have totally fallen apart here. The Forest Service usually clears this path themselves, and I don't think they've been at work lately. Weekend and then holiday yesterday, so that slower than 11-minute mile pace that I was worried about earlier, that's what I've been doing for the last quarter of a mile for sure. But I'm probably gonna climb off this up onto the shoulder of the road to keep going. I forgot to mention earlier that with the roughly 20 inches of snow we got around town over the last couple days of the weekend into the holiday, the reason I'm outside on this absolutely beautiful day is that today was a snow day from school. So kids are home, teachers are getting one of those rare experiences of getting out into the daylight on a weekday and enjoying the beauty of some sunshine after a weekend of pretty crazy weather and lots and lots of shoveling. Things are looking so amazing out here, but I might have missed my path out onto the lake. Things are gonna get slow and deep here until I can get over there. And I don't know about this dark patches on the lake too. What that means for conditions, we'll find out pretty soon. That was hard. Okay, obviously that's not gonna work. My feet are a little bit wet now, but is there any hope for this? They're not too wet yet, and I don't want them to get any wetter. But it's really hard to know whether I'm over ground, ice, or slush. Sweet mist out over there, though. I really want to see if I can get over to those icebergs. They're not super big, but there'll be something interesting without having to make it all the way to the glacier's face, which it's a long job. So, all right. Okay, another 20 meters maybe, and I'll be on something close to as much tracked bike snow as I'm gonna get, I think. Cool. It's one of those times where I'm gonna call this running, but I guess it's the same as if you're like on a super steep climb. You just gotta kind of give in to the plowing pace. And unless we get some other people out here breaking the snow up, I don't think my family is gonna make it out. At least not across the lake very much. Maybe just to an edge. Could go to the west side. All right, we got 2.5 miles in, and I don't know what I'm learning yet. All right, I'm out in the middle of the mist now. I have not been able to get the legs to start turning over again, but I'm still closing in on this iceberg out here. So I don't think I'm gonna give up before I get there. Wow. Views are incredible in just about every direction. Maybe the fact that I've pushed through this will make it slightly easier on the way back. Could be wishful thinking. All right, sunshine. Made it. It's been 2 3/4 miles to this spot. And the snow's pretty slushy around this iceberg. So if I was coming out here with cameras, probably have to be a telephoto to catch any detail on that ice. And even then, I don't know whether it's justified. Way out there in the distance, face of the glacier is looking pretty intense right now. That's an area that's pulling out from the lake and up over some cliffs. So it's getting super tall. Hasn't been that tall in the face in a decade, but unfortunately, that's not a good sign for this glacier. All right, that's my run for today. Run and power snow hike. Time for me to start trying to find my way home. Even the walking back across that, it might have been a little bit better because I was in my own tracks. Oh, but it was brutal. It's hard for me to want to start running even now, but And I'll be happy once I get back onto the road. Oh man. What a place. All right, we made it. It's time for 2.5 recovery miles. Down here on the road. Lone Peaks aren't feeling soft today, but feeling pretty good. Even on this hardback surface. Pretty enjoyable just to be out here and moving. And I had the lake to myself. Nobody else is that dumb. Why don't you invest in some gators? Somebody's gonna say. It's a good question. I love this warm light and snowy trees as our chance for reflected light. Here in Southeast Alaska, where forests usually are giving us filtered light instead. Everything looks a little bit more dynamic out here today. All right, hopping back onto the bike path. Oh. Finding my own tracks again. Oh, it's been a gorgeous run out here today. It's nice to have the Road Wireless Go 2 back in action for the X3 since I crushed my old receiver on West Glacier Trail a few months ago. And nice to be making the most of some new shoes and a snow day from school. Thanks for coming along for the run, everybody. Hope you enjoyed some of the beauty from out there on the Mendenhall Lake. I know I couldn't give you quite as good a view as I was having, but anyway, I hope you still enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time.